In this video, we are going to discuss about the topic chemical bonding. As you all know, the chapter chemical bonding includes the types of bonds formed between the atoms and what are the shapes of the molecules and what are the hybridizations present in the molecules we are going to see in this chapter. Let us see the definition for chemical bonding first. If we see the definition for chemical bonding, it is the force of attraction between the atoms with which they are held together in a molecule is known as chemical bonding. Let us take an example. If two persons A and B are living together, remember there should be some force of attraction between those two persons. Either it should be friendship or they should be brothers. In the similar way, if we see in a molecule the atoms are held together, remember there should be a force of attraction between the atoms in a molecule with which they are held together. That force of attraction with which the atoms are together is known as chemical bond. There are many types of chemical bonds, that is ionic bond, covalent bond, coordinate covalent bond, and so on. Remember that bond formation is an exothermic process, and you know exothermic process is the process in which energy is released. Now here the question arises is why the atoms are taking part in the chemical bond, or else why the atoms are forming bonds in between them. What is the necessity for the atoms to form the bond? Let us understand this one with an example that if you ask any person why he is working, the simple answer which he replies is in order to attain the stability in life. He is earning the money. In the similar way, in order to attain the stability, the atoms will take part in the bond formation. Now again, one more question arises that how the atoms will attain stability. The answer for this one is the atoms which are having 8 electrons in the outermost shell are considered as the stable atom. Let us see on the board octet rule. The atoms of the elements tend to undergo chemical change that helps to leave the atoms with 8 electrons in the outermost shell. This is known as octet rule, and as per the octet rule, every atom in the periodic table try to attain the 8 electrons in the outermost shell. Remember, the sodium is taking part in the ionic bond formation, or else the chlorine is taking part in ionic bond formation in order to attain the stability. And in this process they are losing the electron or gaining the electron, and what happens when they lose or gain the electron is nothing but they attain 8 electrons in the outermost shell. The condition is the atom should attain 8 electrons in the outermost shell in order to attain the stability, and that is known as octet rule. Or else if we take the example for the carbon atom which is forming bonds with other atom by taking part in covalent bond formation, also by sharing the electron it attains 8 electrons in the outermost shell, because of which it becomes stable. Every atom which is taking part in the chemical reaction try to attain the octet in the outermost shell, except the atoms which are near to the helium atom, in which the stability can be attained by attaining duplet configuration. Here one thing is clear, every atom in the periodic table try to attain the 8 electrons in the outermost shell in order to become stable. And the only group in the entire periodic table which is stable is 18th group, which is having outer shell electronic configuration as ns2np6. Remember, ns2np6 electronic configuration is considered as octet electronic configuration, and the atoms which have octet in their outermost shell are the most stable atoms, and every atom take parts in the chemical reaction in order to attain the 8 electrons in the outermost shell. We are going to see many more topics in this chemical bonding in the next coming videos.